Hi, I'm Kristen Tyler, and I'm really excited to today share with you the 411 about our new hourly associate program. This webinar is going to be geared for our freelance lawyers. So if you are looking for new ways to build and improve your freelance legal career, I hope you'll stick around and learn about our newest offering, hourly associate. So, all right, let's get this party started. So I'm going to queue up my presentation that I made for you guys. But if you've been around LawClerk for a while, then you are already familiar with our different ways that you can get work as a freelance lawyer. If you are new to LawClerk by chance, then I wanted to give you a quick overview before we launch into the newest program. So from day one, we have offered project-based work. Okay, a project is one piece of work. It's a gig, it's a document. It's when a busy attorney comes to LawClerk and says, hey, I need help writing this motion, and assigns it as a project to a lawyer to write. It's when a busy lawyer comes in and says, hey, I need someone to review and summarize these depo transcripts, or I need someone to do research. It can be any one piece of work, but it's one piece of work at a time. Granted, some of our attorneys assign multiple projects every day, but it's one piece of work, and this work is paid on a flat fee. So as a freelance lawyer, you're paid a flat fee for this work to get this work product completed. Okay, that's option one, and that's been around since our inception. Now, 2 years ago in 2021, we rolled out a subscription program. And this was really exciting because this was a way that our busy attorneys could more fully bring you as a freelance lawyer into their firm, more fully integrate you and make you part of the ongoing team. This program was geared for firms and attorneys that needed a steady level of ongoing help every month. It starts at 30 hours a month. But many of our most successful subscription attorneys are using us for 60, 80 or more hours a month. So this is really a large volume of work, and it's great for those firms that have that steady level of work to assign out. Now with subscription, of course, it's for that written work that we already talked about with projects, but with a subscription of 40 hours or more, I said 40, the freelance lawyer can do work that would cause them to engage in the practice of law as a full associate. This means that the freelance lawyer could do things like go to court, take a deposition, talk to clients, etc. There are some requirements the hiring attorney has to meet in terms of adding you onto their insurance, etc. But the only way a freelance lawyer through LawClerk can do that appearance work is with a subscription of 40 hours or more. Okay. So now this is the time. If I wish I had like a drum roll sound effect because I'm really excited. So drum roll. Now I get to introduce you to our third and newest option we call hourly associate. Hourly associate is meant to kind of fit in the middle between a project and a subscription. It's more than a project. It's more than one piece of work. It is meant for ongoing work, but it's meant for ongoing work where that work might kind of ebb and flow. You know, some weeks you might do 5 hours of work for an attorney, or other weeks you might do 20. It can ebb and flow to match the life cycle of their law firm. That's kind of how the practice of law is. And so with hourly associate, you are paid by the hour for the work you complete. And so that way it's a little bit different than projects, but the kind of irregularity is how it's different than subscription. So I hope that makes sense. Okay, let's dig into this a little bit more. And I think probably the best way to do that is to show you. So I'm going to go to my LawClerk account. Give me 1 second and give you a quick demo. Okay, so back over here. And I don't know why I kind of look blue on the Zoom today. I'm not blue. I'm not blue. I'm happy. I'm excited about this new program. Okay, so I'm going over here now to lawclerk.legal. Hopefully you've been there before and you're already familiar with the website, but a couple of resources for you as you are looking at hourly associate. If you go into the FAQs, oh, I'm sorry. We have a new page of FAQs specifically for hourly associate, so you can check those out. And under solutions, also we have a link to a whole page with a bunch of different resources on hourly associate. So check that out. There's some good stuff on there that can help you better understand the program, especially if I accidentally missed something today. But I'm going to go log in now to my freelancer account. I got to find that one. I have a few different accounts. I am a practicing attorney, so I have a hiring account and I have a freelancer account. So I'm going to log into my remote associate account now. First thing you'll notice when you log in is that you're going to get this pop-up explaining the new product and where it fits in. And that's what we're talking about today. But I definitely encourage you to take a moment and read about that. Now, from your dashboard, you'll see it's been updated. So now you see an area for projects, an area for hourly work, and an area for any subscriptions that maybe you're working on. When you go in and search for work now, you're going to see the same option. So let's go search for hourly associate opportunities. It's going to refresh. There we go. So we were kind of blown away. This went live just a little over 24 hours ago. We've already have a number of these in here. We've already had a few go live. I think it's, what am I going to say? But we were shocked. We had one go live within about 4 hours. It was posted around 10 a.m. and it was live just after 2 p.m. So that was pretty exciting. Okay, so when you click into one of these, let's go look at this business attorney opportunity. You're going to see a few key pieces of information. Of course, you're going to get a really robust job description about what this work entails, what you'll be doing, the kind of help the firm needs. This is great. The firm writes this themselves. This one did a very thorough job. This is great. Over on this left panel, you can see the net hourly rate. That's what you would be paid as a freelance lawyer for the work. The estimated length of the engagement. Okay, this one is open-ended. You might see some that come through and they say 2 to 3 months. Maybe they need someone just to get through a big trial or a busy season at work, whatever it may be. But that gives you an idea of if this is ongoing or if it's kind of a few months for this work to be completed. We've asked them to estimate the number of hours per month, and then they're also asked to set a maximum number of hours per week. I'll talk about this a little bit more later on, but it's important to know. Of course, you're going to see the areas of law, if they prefer a certain state bar, the experience level they're looking for, and if they have a time zone preference. We included time zone because, maybe you have a busy attorney in New York and they're early birds and they want to work early. It may or may not work well for them to work with someone in California, even if they have the right expertise. It just depends on working styles. And so we want to give that information to you and the attorney so you can figure out if you're a good fit to work together. Now, when you find an opportunity and you decide you want to apply, this is another really cool new feature. So you've seen on projects or subscriptions where we invite you to leave a comment about why you are the most qualified, best suited person for this project or subscription. With hourly associate, the attorney is able to leave a customized question, which is pretty cool. So this attorney asked 4 questions, or 5, no 4. They asked, have you worked as outside general counsel for a startup before? What part of the Web3 space do you find most appealing? Have you litigated contract disputes? Do you enjoy posting on social media? So my number one piece of advice, if you want to get selected for hourly work like this, is take the time to write a thoughtful, detailed response to help yourself shine, to bring to life why you're clearly the best choice for this opportunity. And so you're going to see these unique questions. The ones we've seen so far have been very thoughtfully done. And so definitely take time to respond to those in detail. Okay. So now you kind of know where to look for those opportunities, the information we're going to give you about that opportunity, and how to apply and make yourself really shine. So going back over now to our PowerPoint, one second. We'll come back here. Okay, so we've done the demo. And of course, you are well versed with LawClerk. Log into your account. Check it out today. If for some reason you don't have an account yet, you're thinking about starting to do some freelance work, please go to lawclerk.legal, sign up. There's no fee to sign up. There's no monthly fees. And once you have an account, you're part of our network. You can browse the opportunities and see what might be a good fit for you. The other really kind of big question and thing I'm sure that you are going to want to know is, how does the timekeeping and the payments work? This is important when you're getting paid by the hour. Okay. Here is a little graphic to help bring to life the timeline of how this flows. So once you are matched with an attorney for an hourly associate position, let's say in week 1, they assign you work and you start logging hours. Very important for you to remember that every Sunday your hours are due. So any work you've completed the week before, you need to have those hours entered into the LawClerk portal by Sunday, the end of the day Sunday, to make sure they're in the system for review and payment. Week 2 is the review period. Okay, so week 1 work during week 2 on Monday, the time card with all the work is sent to both the hiring attorney and you, the freelancer, as the hourly associate. You're going to review it together. Let us know if there's anything that needs to be corrected or changed. For example, maybe you worked 2.7 hours on research, but you accidentally hit 22.7 hours. That would clearly be an error. We just need to go in and change the number. Things like that. We're going to, this is why we have this review period. Now, there also could be disputes over, hey, maybe the attorney says, I was surprised it took you 8 hours to write this letter. I really thought it would take 2 or 3. And that should spark a conversation between the two of you as professionals to talk through why it took so long, if an adjustment to the number of hours is warranted in the situation, etc. Okay. You need to let us know by Friday of that week 2, about any changes to the hours for week 1 work. And then Monday of week 3 is when the payment goes out to you. Payments to the freelance lawyers are done on a direct deposit basis. If you don't have your information in the system already, you'll be prompted to enter it. But that's the flow. The week that you do the work, week 2, it gets reviewed, week 3, you get paid. So there's a little bit of a lag, but I'm sure you can understand why that review period is important. Okay. Hourly associates, disputes. Okay, I've mentioned this once before, but let's go through a few key things here to know about how this program is going to work with disputes. First and foremost, we are not going to be resolving or mediating any disputes between you and your hiring attorney over the work product, over the quality of the work product, okay? Now, clearly, if there's an egregious abuse of this, we're going to step in. If you bill 10 hours for a motion and you send them 1 page with a half a paragraph on it, we have a problem. But, if like I said, you send a draft letter to your attorney for review and they're not happy with where it's at right now, most likely they need to provide you additional details and information for you to go back and review and edit it. It's a good indicator that maybe they didn't give you the full picture of the scope of work at the onset. And so that we're not going to step in. We are asking for you and the hiring attorney to resolve those types of concerns on your own, just as you would with a colleague you're working with down the hall. If you were working with a senior attorney down the hall, you would take their feedback and work with them to figure out the best course forward. So that's work product. Now, if you have a disagreement over how long some work took, the number of hours that were billed for it, we are looking to you to mutually resolve that. Again, there may need to be some adjustments that you can talk through and work that out. And once you do work that out and let us know if it's going to stay the way it is, if we need to reduce a few hours, whatever, you're going to let us know. You're going to email vabilling@lawclerk.legal. So, I would say as a courtesy, the hiring attorneys are all very busy. You're busy too, but if you have time to step in and send that email on their behalf and copy them, that's a great way to make sure that all of your time is accounted for so that you get paid for it promptly. Okay. Another issue is overtime. So earlier I mentioned that with each of these hourly associate positions, the hiring attorney is going to set a maximum number of hours per week. This is kind of a safety net to give them peace of mind that they're not going to get a surprise where they didn't expect more than 10 hours a week and suddenly they get a bill for 60 hours that week. So you're going to see the maximum hours per week. But of course, this system is designed to ebb and flow, and sometimes it's going to be busier and you'll need to exceed that. So you need to get written approval from the hiring attorney if you're going to go over that maximum weekly hours. And that number is going to show up on your dashboard. So don't worry about remembering it. You're going to be constantly reminded of what that number is. And keep in mind that only approved overtime will be paid through the system. Once you have gotten that approval, again, it's great if you can take the, take it on yourself to email us and let us know. You need to email vabilling@lawclerk.legal. Let us know, hey, I spoke with my attorney. They agreed I can exceed the maximum 20 hours this week because we have a huge deadline working on and I need to get it done. Copy the attorney. Obviously, if they disagree, they're going to respond and let us know. But that's a nice courtesy for you to extend to do that and save them, 2 minutes on an email. So it's always nice. All right, that's overtime. Another one, scope of work. With the hourly associate program, this is only for written work. Okay, so you're not going to be doing appearances, not going to be going to court. If the attorney needs that level of help, they need to commit to working with you at a set level on an ongoing basis via a subscription of 40 hours or more. We can talk about that. That's another great time to bring this in and let us help if you're being asked to do work that is outside the scope of what's permitted under the hourly associate program. A couple more FAQs that I expect you may have. How do conflict checks work? If you've done a project through LawClerk, it's very similar to that. It's all automated through the system. When they send you a new task on an hourly basis, they're going to input the conflicts check. You're going to review it before you start work. So it's all automated through the system, which is really great. Another common question is, how does insurance work? The professional liability insurance or malpractice insurance is the responsibility of the hiring attorney. Again, through the hourly associate program, you're not going to be doing any work that would cause you to engage in the practice of law. And so because of that, you are, not going to be responsible for having any insurance. It's going to be the responsibility of the hiring attorney, just like it is with projects or subscriptions. Okay. Now, I imagine some of you may have a few what ifs swirling around in your mind. Like, what if I have this hourly associate gig, but I get sick, or I want to take a vacation, or they give me more work than I can handle in a week, or, if something changes and I take a full-time job, or I start a big subscription with someone else. We get it. Life happens. Things are going to change. Your working relationship is going to, ebb and flow and evolve. So just let us know. We really are here to help you. We want to help navigate those changes and stop any problems before they occur. So if you're working for an attorney on an hourly basis as an hourly associate and you get sick, like really sick, let us know. We're going to help let that attorney know, help them find another attorney that maybe they can assign that work to on a project basis to get it done while you're recovering until you feel better. Same thing if you're going to be on vacation. Let your attorney know as far out as you can, like, hey, the week of, March 12th or whatever, I'm going to be on vacation with my family. I can't take work that week. Really sorry. I understand if you need to do some projects with someone else for a while I'm gone. Or if you find that you suddenly have more work than you can handle, maybe you have your own firm and you're doing some work, or you have a subscription with someone else, you took on a few projects, whatever it may be. If you ever find yourself in deeper than you can manage your workflow, let us know. We don't want you to get yourself in trouble by biting off more than you can chew. Let us know so we can help maybe get some of that work reassigned to someone else or deadlines extended. There's always a way to work it out, and we are here to help you with those challenges. Okay. So you may be like, okay, who do I email for that, Kristen? Hopefully you already know your LawClerk advisor. Every freelance lawyer at LawClerk is matched with an advisor, either Dustin Hall, who's been with us for a long time, or an Agesti, and they're just fantastic. I love working with them. They're very knowledgeable, very helpful. They are constantly, rooting for you guys to succeed and find success as freelance lawyers. So work with your advisor, Dustin or Agesti. They're here for you, and they really want to help you. So they're a great resource for you as well. Okay. That's the overview of our new hourly associate program. It is designed to help you do more as a freelance lawyer, to help the hiring attorneys do more work as well. And hopefully you see how it's just one more way that we at LawClerk are really committed with helping to provide more and more opportunities and more ways for you to find work as a freelance lawyer and for you to succeed with your freelance career. So I'm really excited about it. I think it's going to be a game changer. Our attorneys have been asking for years for a way to work with you on an hourly basis, and here it is. Ask no more. So now I understand you may have more questions. If you're new to LawClerk, of course, you can reach out to us, support@lawclerk.legal. You can visit our homepage, lawclerk.legal, and schedule a demo with one of our team members. And if you like learning by video, subscribe to our YouTube channel. We would love to stay in touch with you this way. And you can connect with us on your favorite social media as well. All right, that's it for today. Thank you so much. I hope you check out our new hourly associate program, and I hope that it's a great fit for you and your needs. Take care. Bye.